And
Welcome to Biomutant.
the only good thing about this game. It's the only good thing. So yeah, maybe getting this done. I mean, it is 5 o'clock. I am a little late. But fingers crossed I get this done. Because then I can throw it out my window. You know, they're going to piss it down. That's too good for this game. But yeah, I'll get it done. Maybe I've got time tonight. Who knows? Tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to review this because I genuinely cannot be asked.
There are some gorgeous colors returning to the world.
Oh boy. Oh. Okay, I can't glide. Great game, 10 out of 10.
Odd things lurk in the darkest parts of the underworld. He's happy to help.
Okay. Can't fast travel from inside a cave. It's a safe haven. Oh, let's not knock another quest off the list.
Going to be night any moment now. Lupa Lupin's camp has always been there, hidden deep inside the mountains. Tread carefully here. This is Lupa Lupin's camp.
Yeah, and I'll either convince him to not fight or I'll kill him.
Lupa Lupin says he's been looking forward to this moment. He wanted you to come here and see for yourself where it all started. He was so little when your mother and kin came here to put an end to his mother just because she was different, a hunter. That night, the hunter became the hunted, trapped with nowhere to run. He says your mother showed no mercy, only vengeance. He can see that you're not like your mother. There's something different about you. Maybe you would have made a better decision than she did, and let them be. They orphaned him, left him alone, an outcast and a freak. Lupa Lupin says he's been reliving the moment every night since then. He says your mother and her disciples started something that couldn't be undone. They created the monster he would become. He knew his time would come and he was patient. So, when he got news about your birth, he knew how to get revenge that would last.
How would he have
That's
gotten
why
news?
he spared you that night he raised the village when you were a child. He wanted you to suffer for life, like he had. He marked you for life, so he'd recognize you when you met again, and you'd eventually remember where you came from. His hunger grew insatiable over the years to come. He tried, but being vegetarian wasn't in his nature and he couldn't go hungry. But he's never taken a life for the sake of appetite. It's always been about survival, and that our true self is being who we are. A deep look into nature will make you understand everything better, and that natural selection eliminates, and the strongest survive. Fate is for those too weak to determine their own destiny, and now the time has come for you to accept yours.
Nope. Okay.
Stories only survive if someone is listening, so pay attention.
So I don't exactly have a choice to save him or not. Well, that took all about 2 minutes. Great boss fight, 10 out of 10. Then again, I assume that's meant to be hard when... Could you?
Ashes to ashes, dust to...
Yeah, I assume that's meant to be hard if you're using melee. But again, since my crit chance is way too high, I'm never using my swords ever again. Excuse me. Sorry.
It's more than a little scary down here.
Yuba Duluwawa.
He says you
Mao Toliawahu.
He's happy.
Kabobe Farhi.
Now what's left? Not a lot, right? Yep, defeat all 4 World Eaters. Which is do this one quest for Noko. Get the item, boss, come back here, tell me where to go next, go there, 1 quest, boss. I assume GG. And then depending on what time it is when I'm done with this, I'll either back around and not do much, or... Oh, I don't know what I'm doing after this. I don't. I mean, since my PS4 is up here now, instead of my X-Bone, what do I have on PS4? Not a lot, to be honest.
that place there's a real fixer-upper, not an entirely lost cause.
I mean, I guess I could go left to here and then straight up.
Tell it to gallop. They used to call this a thoroughfare. Look at all those old homes. The Gnote pen. Noko never leaves this place. She's always put the living things first.
Oh, that's hard.
Nooks isn't an easy language, but at least it's manageable. She says she is so happy to see you again. She wonders if you remember her. She's Noko. She let you ride her Majut when you were a kid. Noko remembers you used to chase around with so much energy and is glad to see you haven't lost any of that spark.
Andro?
But that's all long gone now, though. Memories show us where we've been, not where we...
Andro?
Believes everyone needs direction.
Brumblera marsamambulu. Domalik urasa durut. Ferena masalapu. Kuri kumbala mua.
She...
Asadurutu. Polak bendrine senema. Aplitonumuta.
Noko said...
I can't forgive.
It's like the whole... Now that...
You know,
I don't...
Kialdo malekanodo. Polakudo beri. Inadabsunka. Asil vaseno kasamanwuru. Tropalo. Vaseno kala.
Glad you saw the light with the myriad. They all...
Minalagimamuru. Anaro kala.
But let's not...
Andro?
She has an idea where the Majut might have gone.
Taifanamenuma. Kamonu. Inadabsunka.
You should lead them...
Asana yotpa.
It's the most mag...
Just gonna go for a pee.
Let's see.
Oh, good notes.
It's all about destiny. Yours, mine, the entire world's. You found the Majut meadow. Watch out for the Majut. Tapped hard. Smirked. Upshot.
No, you will follow.
It's inadabsunka kanamunt.
Now that the
Dere
she says the Majut is still anxious, but
masanmal. It's entende.
the Majut
Monidasa aplitonumuta. Masanmal kanaruta. Taifanamenuma.
No.
Take your time and enjoy the daylight. A crossway. This means you have a choice to make. Which way? Keep your eyes on the end. Nothing's simple. It's locked. Cranks like these usually need to be wound to operate the... Just a few moves left. Make them count. What you see is what you get, once it's out of the blind box, that is. You need to flick the switches in order to process power through the panel. Good. The loop is electrified enough to spark.
What a great mission. I don't know why, but I was about to look up the mission list for this. I know there's not going to be much left. I'd be surprised if there is, but I'm suspecting there won't be. Here, eat some sweeties. Some really out-of-date sweeties.
Attention diverted to the chewy bonbon gummy, the Majut calms down. But
Monidasa boyakudo. Minalagi mamuru.
she's relieved the Majut has calmed down, but you'll need a...
Kialdo male kanodo.
The only sit-tight
Do male tuk. Kialdo mal dropalo.
It's a seat you...
Yeah, I know, I'm not an idiot. Okay. There's closer.
Such a bright day to wander around in.
I mean, the one thing I will admit is this game does look pretty. You know. That's the one thing this game has going for it, but just the content itself is meh at best. It's like, say, if I finish this today, which I suspect I will. I don't know if I'm going to trade this tomorrow.
They like a fight.
I may. But if I do, I will probably at least try and attempt a sort of review, if you can even call one that, considering I haven't even touched most of the game's content. And a lot of it is assumption, but
The Smilo Shopperia.
I can only assume what the game's giving me, and I can't be asked to do it.
Great shot.
So the review will mostly consist of combat's fine, nothing spectacular. It was never gonna compete against like Devil May Cry or anything, so it's serviceable for the game that it's in. The crafting system, whilst nice, I didn't really see too much crafting myself because I wasn't finding too many good items. Granted, again, with the whole not exploring thing, I kind of didn't find anything better to craft regardless, but... Oh, hammer. So, you know, even if I do one, it's going to be absent of any actual content. But the one thing that will be clear is, yeah, this game doesn't work on PS4. I mean, it does, but don't bother.
Better hold on to that. What a find! You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Watch for trouble. Could come from any corner. Now hold on. Sit tight. Isn't that the Mechamajut over there? You need to loosen the bolts without rattling the Mechamajut. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That's it. The sit-tight is loose. Time to stop horsing around and get the sit-tight back to Nocco.
Oh, you now a mount? Fuck it, I'll take it. I'll take a robot horse. Is he a mount? You transport... Yep, the Mechamajut. Nice. Free mount. Oh no, get off. I can't fast travel on a mount. Over here.
Rumblele marsaman wunundu. Anora kapapum.
Now that the
Vaseno kasaman warut. Anora kapapum.
Nocco's...
Sanna yote. Dere inyaval a saturutu.
Yeah, you want me to find them? Sure, I'll do it. And then we can fight boss number 3 of 4. And then fight boss 4 of 4. And then... well, you know what happens then.
You can make so many amazing things out of Woodscrat.
And then it's GG!
Night gives you relief from the day.
What am I doing?
Sei Gandum.
Let's see.
Taikatapa. Kamui.
With the world getting darker by the day, there's not much time left to save it. And even though you've just met, he feels you're bound to play.
Kamui.
Claims to be a
Kamui. Ui. Tundo. Ponto. Tundo. Ponto. Yo.
hopes you no matter where you're.
Contigo Dumbo, Contigo Dum, Saja Sendiri, Muinkine Joko,
Whatever happened
to those in Kadimbo,
says you did the right thing in taking.
Donko Boykin, Da Sompo,
Says he
Donko Boykin, Muink, Desindo, Muinkine,
there's something about.
Saja Sendiri,
He senses you're like the dayfly, living.
Songang Dobo,
Says it's pronounced that way, but spelled.
Joko,
Mito.
Taikatapa, Saja Sendiri, Totum,
Finding yourself a glitter moth would give you that glimmer of.
Kaikika Kokum,
You really.
Oh, where am I going?
Give your mount a pat and pick a path.
That? Sure. None of those directions was anywhere the direction that I was pushing.
Just tiptoe along.
So why is there balancing in this? Like, it's not 2007 anymore. the hell am I doing? Far Cry 6 gameplay revealed tomorrow, so that's what the Far Cry 6 email was that I received earlier. Put it straight in the trash.
History is nothing.
I knew you'd turn up and tell me what was in it anyway, so
right here.
thanks. R5, book it in my calendar. Well, I won't be playing this tomorrow anyway, because I should be done by then, so... But I still guarantee you it's going to play the exact same as any other Far Cry game. Which is not necessarily a bad thing after having played this, but... it's Far Cry what created this game. It's Far Cry what needs to kill itself. It's become too powerful. People have copied and pasted its formula for years. Only now can it kill itself and change its formula. It's not going to, because it's fucking Ubisoft, but... you know, I'm intrigued again. It's still being a Ubisoft game. I'm not going to buy it. Not day one anyway. But the main reason, in the event it doesn't run on PS4, that's the main reason. If it does, then sure. But I suspect if they're revealing it tomorrow, they'll either just randomly say, oh, by the way, it's coming out next week, and it's, oh, I won't suspect it'll be out until maybe September. September sounds about right.
And grotesque at the same time.
Or November, December if they're looking for a Christmas sale.
More time to eat at the root, as it's been
Horizon being worth reveals today. Ooh, guarantee you that'll play the fucking same. I mean, sure. Again, I liked Horizon Zero Dawn, so I'm interested. But again, because we are on this whole next-gen thing, I'm more worried about games not working on PS4. And because Horizon Zero Dawn or Horizon Forbidden West, whatever you want to call it, because that game is going to be... if it is both PS4 and PS5, I need to damn well make sure that it runs on PS4 before I buy it. Fingers crossed it does, because it's a flagship game for a flagship console. If they don't allow it to run on PS4, then whatever. Dying Light 2 is also slated for the next few days. I will probably suspect Dying Light 2 may have been pushed to PS5, because they did the same thing with Dying Light 1. They did. It was supposed to come out on PS3 and PS4. But the devs realised that they could never get it done in time or make a decent version for PS3, so they scrapped it and did it for PS4 only. Which is obviously what CD Projekt should have done, but... so I'm suspecting and hoping that the devs do the same thing this time around and make Dying Light 2 next gen only. At least that's what I'm hoping anyway. Well, I'm going in here, so I need to turn around, go back up this road and go left. Yeah, fingers crossed. Because obviously next month is obviously Scarlet Nexus, which is a JRPG, which obviously you don't give a shit about. And then the Dungeons of Naholbeuk, which is already on PC, but physical release, so may as well. I think that's all that's coming out next month. And I think maybe Blasphemous. It's also that time of the year. Yep. When nothing's coming out. But they shouldn't really have that as an excuse.
On that beastie? Excellent.
So that's not really an excuse, is it? No, not for COVID and whatever. It's like, you kind of want to get your games out, so... Will you remind me of E3? What E3? Everyone's announcing things on the 13th, I believe. I know one company is, I can't remember who. Sony's having their own thing anyway, Nintendo always does their own thing. Sanic's having his own thing. What an entrance. For Nintendo is a Nintendo Switch Pro, Breath of the Wild 2, Metroid Prime 4, Pokemon Legends, Arceus, Kratos, another Pokemon game, Splatoon 3 and Bayonetta 3. Yeah, right, Bayonetta 3. The guy who's been making Bayonetta 3 has been pissed off at Nintendo because he wants to talk about it, but I believe Nintendo's been shutting him up about it. Pull his tooth out. I need to keep dodging that. That should be a trophy. But there is. What's his name here? In terms of the RPG football field. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, Xbox kind of be looking at that anyway. You know, all they've got is Gears of War and Halo at this point. One thing that sucks, I can't shoot the thing when I'm moving in a certain direction, so I always miss. Get my used to, but thanks. Attendees, Xbox, Nintendo Future Game Show, PC Gaming Show, Square Enix, Ubi Shit, T2, Terminator, Warner Bros. Koch Media, Capcom, Activision, Namco Bandai, Sega, Gearbox, IGN, PSP, and IGN. Mess. Great boss fight. And even then, like, what the hell are they even going to do with the Switch Pro, now that I think about it? Well, one, it just proves my point why consoles blow. But, you know. There's also been some Assassin's Creed leaks, which is rumored for 2022. Still not buying it.
Oh, the goose are gonna head.
Did you not play Valhalla?
Sealed the fate of the third
Did you not
world.
see the abysmal,
Just one
terrible
more to go.
campaign that was in it?
Get out full of us in a
With
happening.
forgettable characters
Artifact
and
asked to see you again to congratulate you and let you in on
green
the
land, and that's about
phases
it.
of his plan.
Which was supposed to have a bigger screen,
This is
bigger
your
battery, and
chance
OLED
to
screen.
get
Okay,
his
so if the Pro
priorities aligned with
isn't more
yours.
powerful,
Do right by your
then I don't
tribe
care about the
and
Pro.
the
If it's more
world at large.
powerful, because Nintendo's done this before,
Get out work.
Just head back to the
where they've released consoles and made exclusive games for those versions only. Like, you've got the 3DS, and then you've got the new 3DS, which has a certain library of games only for it. The DSi had a certain library of games that could only be played on the DSi. Nintendo have a way of pissing me off with this. They do. So as long as it's just an OLED, don't care because I plug mine into my TV. Bigger battery, don't care, I plug mine into my TV. And a bigger screen, again, don't care, plug mine into my TV. So if it's just that kind of a Pro upgrade, for most people, a Switch Pro is going to be useless because a lot of people are just going to have theirs plugged into their TV and call it a day. you know. So, within that case, a pro is going to be useless. I hope that they don't make it more powerful. So Valhalla had the name Ragnarok, and this next one has the name Knighthood. Yeah, probably because it's going to go down the route of probably 1066, right? 1066 sounds about right. Or the 100 Years' War, potentially.
Amun.
She wonders if the rumors she's heard about you finding the Ark
Aria roche nui mumera. Pial tu ma. Narolu. Asadurutu.
loves that you did your best to...
Rizentele.
Any idea who might be...
So, what we have here is an opportunity to help your next. There's a seat open on the Ark should you want to offer it as a gesture of appreciation.
Why? You don't need anyone else but you.
If you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go further,
But you know you can't go.
I think
Ferena masalapu.
feels deeply honored that you'd want her to come with you. An Ark is no...
Asana yotpa.
Noko knows
Kala aplitonunuta.
says your father was one of the best people she knew.
Vaiseno kasaman. Inadab sunka. Vaiseno kasaman warut.
Noko knows she's known for saying things.
Domale tu.
We must escape the Ark. We must destroy the Ark. If I'm going to throw people onto my Ark, not that it really matters, I'm just going to throw together my 4 pals who's going to help me take out the 4 evil monsters. Because, I shit you not, any of these decisions literally do not matter. The game ends the same way regardless. Instead of 1 or 2 locations, you're supposed to have 7 different locations around Europe, the Mediterranean, and the Middle East. The list leaks a Greek island and an Italian city named Ragusa, Vienna, Jerusalem, Normandy. Isn't that Mass Effect? Then Venice and Constantinople. So basically what they're doing is they're retreading the steps of older, better games instead of making their own.
Got word you found the greatest glider of all, an Ark, and it's all... You can't imagine. Funny that he... Proud of you for...
so. What? If you want.
But you know.
That's 2. You were the 3rd. So yeah, I mean, that again just tells me that they're making an even bigger
He's
game.
helped out of date to get the Ark hardware.
So. What? If you want.
But you know.
Yeah, that's all that's telling me is they're just trying to make a much bigger game. We don't want bigger games, we want smaller, more condensed games. Games that make sense, games that matter with the content it has. Again, that's just telling me they're going to do the same bullshit, fill you with shitty non-side quests and call it a day. And that worries me, that Ubisoft, I mean, Ubisoft will never listen, they'll never learn. They won't. And that's the thing that pisses me off. Again, games like this are worse than what games we used to have. Because they're too big, they're too expansive, they're too empty, they're too repetitive. They are. That's why I'm not doing the side content in this anymore.
Every day comes
So I don't
with
necessarily
new
see a point.
chance to
Okay, you're gonna-
save the world.
Plot this, you're playing as a knight under King Richard the Lionheart. During the Third Crusade between the years 1189 and 1192, Both Altair and Desmond's Templar ancestor Maria Thorpe are listed to appear. When was Assassin's Creed 1? Is that during that time or was that a little bit
Out
before?
of date
I really
says
don't
there'll be
fucking remember.
consequences of the war, but there are more pressing matters at hand.
Yeah, I know, I'm not connected to the internet. I reached level 25, nice. Yeah, get on with it.
That doesn't sound good. Out-of-date's hunch is... He explains that Wiz is working on an undersurf vessel in order to get to the World Eater, but needs help to get it done.
Because if you're mentioning Maria, she's the wife of Altair. According to Assassin's Creed Wiki, Altair was born in 1165. Yeah, like I say, Maria is Altair's wife. She's the woman who appears in Assassin's Creed Bloodlines on the bloody PSP. Because yes, the PSP game is actually canon to the Assassin's Creed universe. Because obviously you fight Maria in that, she's the entire thing. And then, conveniently, he turns her over to be an assassin. Maybe not an assassin, but at least not a Templar. So... And again, this is where someone's probably not going to do their due diligence and do a slight amount of research by either playing that damn game to connect it to the world, or someone will actually do their research, play it, do everything they can and try and actually connect it to make it make sense. Because they know there's going to be one guy out there who's going to go, actually, it doesn't work.
Good.
And yes, I'm that guy, but... You know, so... Again, I don't care about the games making sense anymore. We've gone way past that point. You know, with a guy who kind of touches a staff conveniently after being dropped out of a machine after like over 1,000 years.
This land
Conveniently, but now that we've gone way past the point of anything making sense anymore. And Ubisoft damn well know that, because they clearly don't care anymore. Well, I'm just butthurt, okay? The Assassin's Creed games used to be good, now they're just crappy, boring, generic, forgettable games. Like, you remember Ezio, you remember his adventures, you remember Altair, mostly because the games were repetitive and tedious. But you know, you remember these characters because they actually did something and made a mark on the games. Whereas in these most recent games, it's, who are you again? So far sounds like you're intrigued. I'm not, again, we know why I'm not. Because like I say, it just sounds like to be too big of a game. Again, my entire complaint with Valhalla is every character you meet is forgettable because you meet them, do 2 quests, leave, and then you never see them for the rest of the game. That's a bad thing. I want to meet characters, I want them to mean something, I want to remember them. I don't want to meet them and go, oh, you were that kid who turned up and was very enthusiastic about meeting us, and then you died in the war. But I never met you between after doing your quest and then you dying, so I don't care about you dying. That's the problem. Also, nice time around. So I'm gonna more than assume the same shit'll happen anyway.
Look at the notices on that board. No one paid much attention.
And that's my point. Like, I don't want bigger games. I want better games.
Somewhere, probably taking a surge, sir.
Nope. The other thing is the guy Basim, who is now in the present, died before the Third Crusade, so I don't see it being one of his ancestors, unless they pull that bullshit DNA on an item.
Wuz isn't easy on the tongue, but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face. Not too many of those around.
No,
these
what
days.
they'll do is he'll have some bullshit. When I was in the Animus, I saw this occur. I want to go back to that and jog my memory.
Remember him from the old
That's
days
what it'll
when he
be.
let you try his
Because the Animuses can now connect to anyone's history.
Cheery kid, and he's glad
Anything
to
is
see that
possible.
light hasn't
So
faded from
what
you,
they might
despite
do
the
is
years.
potentially.
But Wiz understands it was a long time ago, and memories get murkier the deeper you go.
They might go down the route of somehow connecting it to
Also
Maria and
sad that you
Altair.
chose to leave. It's a miracle you made it on the outside on your own.
But obviously, I would assume if the DLC does anything, it might connect to the next game anyway.
Says our memory keeps
Like the
things
game
for us,
prior, what
preserves them
Odyssey did.
until we are ready to face
You know,
them.
with the staff and whatever.
He knows you've returned to face Lupa Lupin, and that confrontation.
Yeah, we've been over this.
He knows.
Everyone says the same
Any
fucking thing.
shadows now?
That's
The prey, of course.
Asks if you ever think about freedom. Thinks you was.
Actually, we've been over this. I don't need a repeat of, you're back to face Lupa Lupin, eh? Yeah. And everyone else keeps asking me that same question. I don't care. I've already beaten him anyway. I can't forgive. There was no option. Oh, you whore. I've actually got to travel.
Don't let the day
You-
pass you by.
So yeah, like I said, I'm glad that you're looking forward to it. Again, I'm jealous because obviously there used to be a point where I could be for Assassin's Creed, but now even mention Assassin's Creed or Ubisoft and I'm just, no. So obviously I'm not going to buy Far Cry 6 for insert man's name here who is in Breaking Bad. I'm not buying it for him. So I've technically not seen it. Goodness, Ubisoft Sofia is apparently in charge of this one rather than Ubisoft Quebec and Montreal doing the last few of the Sofia team to deport to Prince of Persia and AC3 Liberation. This new game set to be a cross between the old Assassin's Creed and old Tomb Raider games. Yeah, but again, 7 locations to travel. I guarantee you they're not 7 small little hub worlds. If they are, and somehow they manage to pull something out their arse that makes a decent game, then by all means, get them to make the rest of the fucking games because they seem to know what they're doing. But I'm not holding out my hope in the event they don't know what the hell they're doing.
An old home could be something to it.
But again, it's still a Ubisoft game. I'm assuming the Frenchman who is in charge of the company does not care for the quality of the games, just that they sell. Yes? Bon. That's all he fucking cares about. Yves Guillemot, that cunt. Guarantee all he cares about is money and nothing else.
You'd better get a move
Which I mean,
on
of
if you
course he
want
does.
to change
He's a white guy in Canada, and a Frenchman at that. Of course he doesn't care the quality of the games, otherwise he would have stopped this shit from years ago. But instead he would just turn up at E3 and go, we here at Ubisoft make the highest quality of games with a diverse community of people making them, thus making them the leader in the gaming world. And it's, oh, fuck off, French cunt. Boo, get off the stage. And then the woman who looks like the woman that was in Friends, maybe actually be that woman, or I'm just a racist.
Don't want to point a finger, but the Mecha Stadium
Will
is
turn up and crack a joke that isn't funny, and then every journalist will go, "Herp, herp, 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 herp."
The right key could open this.
Oh, go on.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
That wasn't possible. Oh, piss off. God, what stupid Russian cunt in the world thinks this shit actually works?
The best stories are about heroes. This is such a story. You need to loosen the bolts without unsettling it. Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Sure, that was correct. Can't even see the lights on that one.
Twister's loose. Let's hope it turned the grabbing hand into a helping hand, too.
Nice. Nice finger gun. I will admit, this is the most interesting thing this game has done so far, is create a mechanical hand that also turns into a finger gun.
That's just not. You need to line up the switches so they match.
Use on Switch Pro's 7-inch OLED screen will have a new powerful chipset from NVIDIA which features DLSS.
That's enough
I have no idea what that
electric
means.
to initiate the actuators and activate the framework.
I have no idea what that means.
Well, that's bad.
Oh, no.
A pause place. Probably cleaned out, but you never know.
Deep learning, super sampling, fancy words for image upscaling in gaming. Oh, so a useless bit of tech. Duly noted. Again, I've played this game at like 10 FPS for the most part. So, you know. But again, that's just another company chasing the moronic, stupid, non-techy idiots who buy into anything that any company says. Like, this has a better screen. Ooh. Better resolution. Ooh. Even though it's actually still 720p, but we're only upscaling it and the games look and run worse anyway, but one piece it's very preferring you to get a lot of frames without loss of major quality, but on Switch it's not amazing. Of course it wouldn't be. Oh! Nice, summon that thing. Do not make me... Oh no, can I just return to you and talk to you and it'll be there? Because I'm going to be slightly pissed that I just did that. Well, there's nothing for the Steam weekend, so... Except conveniently open world games.
He stresses that you should But it's just that, like I said, I don't want Nintendo to release exclusive games for the Pro only. Because that will be stupid. find us a sunset to ride into.
He's here.
Hey, this is a chug depot. Might be able to catch a chugger here.
A what? Beg your pardon.
Love to hear a mount's footbeat. You've reached the end of the line. Bet you can find Choo Choo here. Let's see.
Malawai, malakadu.
Choo Choo knew
Moikan papajisba, moikan chucho pore. No kasaba koi, kamaba, pambachuda. No kas kambasapate chodakudo. Kosi, okasimo, pambachuda gompata.
he's been off track since the
Kambaba, chuchupoto, kam chuchujo.
This-
Pa, koyaba, chuchujo.
wingnuts are easy to.
Papajisba.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I just came from that way. You absolute wank stain. That is one fast son.
Should be able to see farther soon. The Wingnut Chug Tunnel. It goes on forever. Who could stand against that? Bullseye. Fired up. Owned.
No.
Sharp steel. Grit. This place is like one big secret that keeps unfolding. Zap. You're not dead yet.
No, but I will be soon. Yes.
Just a few moves left. Make them count. Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Così. Coi. Poi lo potupa.
He keeps it safe in a box.
Poi pa. O kazumta. Pampatisma.
He's convinced you'll put it to...
Kamasapate pata.
Bet you can see clearly.
I'm not.
Kadu.
Choo Choo says he can't wait.
Ko. Sap.
Oh, okay.
Chuchu malap.
You shouldn't worry about Smack.
Kamasapate pata.
Choo Choo says
Pasatakun topa.
he believes you've got what it takes.
Sodakudo lakoto.
Choo Choo's thrilled you found the Ark.
Poto. Sodakudo. Para maloko yaba.
Says he's
No.
wonders who...
So, what we have here is an opportunity to help.
A conscious.
The thing
The world will be a.
well,
Koyaba.
hopes you've...
Kosi taba.
Choo Choo says he's ready to...
Ko. Sap.
Conscious. Complete all 20 conscious dialogues. Okay. Well, I'll have a fair future. It's about time I'm done. And then I'll be ever so closer to level 400.
This story is as powerful as you'll let it.
Vakanta
Passing me down now.
non pantale bali canta miravam esta carado.
That's a bang plant, where Toxanol used to make all sorts of splody things before it blew up in their faces.
No. Idiot.
Right where it cuts. Maybe it's later than you think. Hard to tell at night. That looks like an unbanged pyro stick on the loose. Better catch it before it goes off. A real treasure.
Oh, and that'll be this created, and then we go after the boss. And then we talk to him again, give him the seat on the ark. I assume the game will either just be bad and end there and then, or there'll be one ultimate final boss. And then the world will end.
Nan ogo potayak nan uyom inshallah fenja aleke.
This means
Ikavum potakam. Kandan isnafban na mammon.
Oh, start giving me quests. Like, all of this lead to kill a boss in like 2 minutes. I've been on for an hour and a half, and I've done 2 boss fights, all of which took me 5 minutes at best. So, an hour and 30 minutes, basically, for all intents and purposes. You've been running around collecting shit.
lots of long shadows to hide in. Soon nothing but shadows, right? Could be a monster napping here at any time of day. A brick-brack that's still standing. Now, that's a find. This is Burblebottom, residence of Gil.
Have a quick pee. Never mind.
Let's see. Happy to finally get to meet you.
I don't food to worry. But my private
Happy you ride along.
must face me how if to younger. But you the food to worry. Love us. Mein Freund gefordert, ich fällt mir Levers. Dann du einfach sagen, ich fällt mir bin auf Tarnemen. Mein Freunde.
You. Hey, you know the way that you just game? Can you go back that way? Oh, bollocks. Where am I going? Technically this way, but I need to head across the lake again.
Heroes are only heroes for others, but they do the work, or they're heroes to no one.
Not the direction I was pushing, but sure. Oh, fucking sucker cock. The Google Glide's supposed to be driven on water, you cunt. To make up your fucking mind. Oh, you can't have it here, because this water leads nowhere. I can spawn it anywhere. No, 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 no. That water goes nowhere. Just want to cross the lake instead of going around. No, no, no. Can't go across the lake. Why do all video games suck? I really should just stop buying new games. Shit like this exists. The only person that I know of who was playing this is fucking Tiff. She was the only other person that I know of who actually even remembered that this game existed. It would be interesting to see what she thinks. I know she won't use the same colourful language that I will use, but if it comes down to, oh yeah,
Keep on tracking
then that's
down
the answer I'm
here,
looking
things
for.
will look up eventually.
If she enjoys it, then I'm jealous, because I was looking forward to this, but apparently not. Who goes what and where? Because you're not telling me that. Oh, it doesn't need to tell me.
Just
I already
a few
know.
moves left. Make them count.
Yeah, that felt like that was impossible. Oh, it was impossible. The puzzle before. Great game, 10 out of 10. When you make a puzzle that is impossible to beat in the X amount of moves that you give me. So I have to try it again for you to give me a better pattern.
That's more than stuck. Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Okay. Well, top hard does not go like that. Because that does not look like that fits. Again, stop giving me fucking puzzles I can't solve. This is a fucking joke. Oh, wait, are you telling me I need 68? Oh no, I have 68. Just keep doing the puzzle until we give you a RNG that allows you to solve it. We here at 101 Games don't know how to make games, apparently.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
So the problem is, right, in order to solve these puzzles you need intellect. Here's an idea, what if someone doesn't put any points into their intellect at all? Like, what if there's the sliver of a chance that the devs never thought? What if no one... Like, what if someone plays this entire game at rank 1 intelligence because they don't want to use, or they don't play with the abilities? What if you are now gating your players into never being able to solve those puzzles? And effectively I would have to restart the entire fucking game just to boost my intelligence so far so I can then do these puzzles puzzles instead of just giving those shitty puzzles and then saying, oh, give them an X amount of moves.
Cái đấy hồn thú nào cảm đã bị thấu bảo thì
He's surprised.
It's a giant turtle.
nó khánh bớt chú rồi bạn có mua chỗ 받아
This
khánh bớt chú
Oh.
That was the last of them. You have your destiny. Follow it all the way back to Out of Date. It's time.
Avar atakali kedot.
He's learned.
Kalai rond binang nan pan binang velat.
So,
Why?
if you
But you know.
And that's all 4 people on the ship done.
Velir darium avar ilando vieto.
I think. My Nocco Goop. Did Gizmo not accept? Or did I not talk to him about it? Like an idiot. I swear I did. Oh well, I'll ask him. If he says no, then I'll just pick one of the fucking tribes. I don't care.
This is an epic already. How it ends is up to you. Gizmo will always make time. Happy you met Greenfinger. Glad Gizmo will always make time. He doesn't.
Oh, he's rejected the offer, that's why. No, what? Fuck you then. I'm assuming I can't flash. Oh, I can. Who the hell am I going to take with me then? Again, not that it matters. Spoiler alert. Well, they are light, so that's what Ankati, if I can even take them with me. Let's find out. I'll ask them and see if I can take them with me.
The Ankati fortress. Breathe slowly if you can.
Are they not here? I guess I'm gonna have to Google where the hell these tribe leaders are. And before they just fucking despawn if they don't turn up. Oh. Can I not take them? Let me have a quick look. No, because they don't have a name. They don't. It is literally just the people that you meet along the way who you can take with you potentially. Great image. Where the hell are you? I assume somewhere here. But I can't tell because I can't zoom in on the image, because when I try to open the image in the new tab, it just opens to a black screen. Because fuck you. Now I'm assuming it's about here-ish. I think. Because that's the... And there's just a little further out here-ish. And I can't even place waypoints anyway. Unless they're specifically on... No, fuck, I can't be asked. Who else can I pick up? Anyone and everyone who's on my map who's helped me. They're the only guys that I can take with me. And I can't fast travel because I'm inside the sodding fortress. Let's see if this arsehole wants to go on. Nice to know that you can pick anyone and everyone, and you can only pick the people who actually help you. You can't pick the tribe leaders, which is absurd because 2 of them are light. Would make sense to have at least one of them, but whatever.
He didn't expect you to be back so soon.
Mich.
Says
Lech.
he didn't expect you.
Badam Didimada Bulshada Ekanishala Fiona
He didn't expect you to
Kidlo.
Okay, can't even have him either, apparently. I'm not taking that fucking drunken with me. Again, not that it matters. If it comes to it, I will take him.
Wonders what you guess. Fig.
So, what if you want...
But you
Thank Jumble says seeing you always under.
That's that done. I'm going to save just in case.
That better be rain.
Ko boboye ba lo yualo.
Out of Date says the signs of the end of the world are
Yodnuluaf tula.
The day of reckoning is coming, and you are invited. He can...
Kutuvun poputove.
If you haven't decided whom of all like-minded, light-hearted beings you've met have earned a seat on the Ark yet, it's time to do that now.
I'll have a look in a minute, because this is probably literally the end of the game.
Then grasp your last chance to
Sonic
make
Colors
sure
Ultimate. Oh
Lupin
god,
stopped
Darkshadow's
for
gonna
good.
jerk himself off
The
later.
tree settled its score, but it left yours half done.
Yeah, he's gonna jerk himself off later for this.
He says you need to see Lupa Lupin eye to eye one last time.
Koibe o korfabe.
He's happy to help.
Includes Baby Sonic keychain. I want it. September 7th. I'm having it. I want that Baby Sonic keychain. Providing it's also appropriately priced. If it's like full price, you've got no chance in hell. I will just get it on Wii, because it's a lot cheaper on Wii.
Mpa, wherefore, where?
Accept my destiny. How and where? Oh, have I got to go back to Lupa Lupin's camp? Back to Lupa Lupin's camp and accept my destiny. Which is either, I assume, kill Lupa Lupin or set him free. I assume kill him, the world will blow up. I assume save him, the world won't blow up. Also, where's Rem when you need them? Yep, this is the end of the game. This game can suck my tank. For all I care. Also, this isn't a remaster, I guarantee it's just a port. Thankfully, they are calling it Sonic Colors Ultimate. But what's ultimate about it? If it's just a straight port, I don't see how that's ultimate. But, whatever. If it's appropriately priced and it comes with a keychain, like £35 is more than enough to sell that game for. If it's full price, you can go off. I've buy it on Wii. How much is it on Wii? Sonic Colors is £8. £8 or 60, pick one. We all know what I'm gonna go for.
The Sifu is seeking revenge too. He hasn't forgotten what Lupa Lupin did, but he also wants to stop him from attacking his tribe. That the world seems to survive doesn't mean he must. He hopes you agree, even if it goes against your light-hearted nature. There's no room for predators in the world the Myriad tribe is building.
Oh shit.
But he knows this is your fight. You should handle it.
Hi, Lupa Lupin.
Lupa Lupin's own fear was his shackles, not the roots of the tree. It just changed him.
Oh, I guess I'm killing him anyway. He's got superpowers.
Stand back and let the tribe handle it. The Sifu is ready to step into the fray. Are the odds about to change in your favor?
Yeah, that's it. Inside 1, 2, 3, and knuckles on soap CD 1, 2, 0, apparently widescreen. Ooh, I mean, they've done that before. It's on PS2. May not be widescreen, but that's on PS2.
If a friend
Oh
dies,
no,
something
Sifu.
inside you dies. You can save the Sifu by making yourself a target. You're up.
No, can die.
Shockwaves spread when the world crumbles. This is not a prophecy, me telling you about the future. It's you shaping it. Here's a vulgar display of
Really? Hang on a minute, can I destroy this entire thing by dropping this on top of them, I wonder? I'd assume not. But hey ho, you never know. Games never work that way. Wait, it's Triple all over again. This? How is it? I'm going to win this. I have way too many fucking health packs to lose this. Although once the game is beaten, I will reload the save and die to him to see if that gives a different ending, or if there's a different ending to walking away. Let's see what's going on with Horizon 4. I'll count down. Nope, I assume it's a lot of sad people though.
The stronger he becomes.
Why is there no health here? I know I have health. Do I really not have health? I've never used health in this, and apparently I'm out. I've ran past most enemies in this game, and I picked up so many damn health kits that this game is now telling me that I'm out. Sure. Whatever you say. An ongoing set. What? Oh fuck. Return of bosses with 3 life bars. Well, this is the second phase of this boss with 3 life bars. And I'm actually dead. Okay, so there isn't a super secret end. Well, not a super secret end, but there isn't an ending for dying. But woo, let me just do... Oh, okay, just 2 phases again. Are you going to give me back my health? You are. So apparently I've only got 2 health to survive this entire fight with. I don't know where my other health went, but sure, whatever. Am I actually out of health? I'll be surprised if I am. No, I've got 24 fucking health packs, 12 health packs, 50 small health packs. Gooey Glaze, Tickling Toffee, Dandy Candy, Marzipan, Sweetmeat, Tongue Tickly, Dainty, Luscious Sumptuous. I've got all that, and it's not even offering me any health. Fuck you. Right. Oh, we'll just pick and choose from quick use items. No, I want health, I need health. No, 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 you get no health. Thanks, quick use item, I love you too. I mean, at least it didn't start the whole fucking fight again, because that would have been annoying.
time you remember who the real enemy is and stop playing the game his way.
Well, I mean, I did just die and there's nothing I can do about that, so clearly death is not the answer. Here, mate. Cool.
This is how it ends. The Predator and the world itself suffering. But at least it's a sign they're both still alive.
So, what we have here is a clear matter of life and death, and only you can make a difference.
You continue to make bad decisions and mistakes. Oh, it never ends.
It's easy to make a good decision when there's only one option. The only mistake here is you.
My mistake is letting you speak. My conviction is that the world would be a better place without your voice.
Convincing yourself doesn't win the argument. In the end, we won't remember the words of our enemies, but the silences of our friends.
The weak can't forgive. Forgiveness is a strength. It's not all life and death. It's no better time than now to accept a helping hand.
A way out.
Do you wonder what turn life might have taken if you'd done things different? A left when you went right? A yes when you said no? You've walked the thin line between survival and disaster and haven't lost your balance yet. It's because of you the Tree of Life and the world has been given a second chance. You carried the light in a world full of dark and made a difference in a place that needed change. You allied with the Myriad tribe and acted on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. However, light and dark does simply represent the polarities of life. One can't exist without the other. This isn't the end. Just being surrounded by nature as it heals itself will rejuvenate us. Nature will teach us how to survive. So, trust your conscience to show you the way and everything else will follow.
Follow my conscience. Hello, everyone. Am I gonna somehow just explode? Or am I gonna be a part of the tree and then I'll be the force for healing? The hell am I doing? I assume sacrifice myself to heal the world. So that's usually how that works.
As foretold, you were destined to split the chains of this world. But you're not alone.
Well, you know, yeah, no, it doesn't matter. The world still ends.
Those that shared your perspective and gained your trust will accompany you on your journey. Is there a world out there that's better suited for those imbalanced in their light nature than this one? Whether or not, we'll leave your story on record, so those who come after will know you followed your light nature and saved the world. So, when all is said and done, it turned out to be an unusual ending after all. What could be better than ending the story the right way? Ending it your way. A beginning of something new.
There are some females on that orc. The future is in trouble. No. You misunderstand. The people who are still on planet Earth exist. It's just whether or not nature kills everything and everyone or not. So us being on the Ark makes no sense considering there's only 6 of us, I think. Wait. 7? Maybe 7 of us? So there's 7 of us on an Ark spaceship, either in space, leaving, or on the Ark, you know, trying to survive the hard winter ship. But nature could just exist forever and nothing could ever go wrong, which means you're now stuck in an Ark where nothing's going to happen. That's why we took those people and went in the Ark to leave. Was in the event that whilst nature tries to get back to some normality and removes all of the poison on planet Earth, the potentiality that all living things on Earth might also die out because of it as it starts anew. That's effectively what the game's trying to say. The problem, who gives a shit? Can I make this go any quicker? No, I can't. Did I hear about Uncharted 4 on PC? I heard the rumors, yes, and I think I mentioned this to Dark Shadow, or I mentioned this on stream yesterday, but I said when that happens, when Uncharted and God of War comes to PC, then it's the end of Sony exclusivity. Because that means they'll just port everything to PC. New Game Plus! Well, that's the end of Biomutant. Do not buy this game. God. But they are porting the games years after release. No, true, but what I mean is, in terms of what reason would anyone have to own a PS4 to then own a PS5, for an example? That then potentially means that in the future, they're going to just port shit to PC or even Xbox potentially at some point. And then that means the exclusivity of owning a PS4 or PS5 will be pointless when you can own a PC and play everything. But anyway, in terms of this shitty game, I'm done. I hope anyone who watches this enjoyed, because I bloody well didn't. But anyway, that's the end of this. Don't know what the hell I'm playing next, so we'll figure that out. In terms of YouTube, I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ta.